Hi there, it's Derping Moose 99 with episode 8 of Banished megamod 9 with maximum growth, at least ambitions. Couple of changes here. I found that I was using an older version of megamod 9, and that's maybe why I was crashing when I had disasters turned on. So I've upgraded those files, so hopefully that doesn't bork the game with conflicts, but it's a possibility. If it does crash due to that, then I'll go back to the older version of the megamod 9, complete the series, and then think about starting a new one. So anyways, last time the episode did not go well. I killed a whole bunch more people, and I resolved to lay in a couple of things on mine. So first of all, we got a fuel refinery going here, so we're going to set that to burn charcoal, and we'll put his limit to 400. So I used the power flattening tool a little bit here on this small mound next to this city center. So we're going to put a mine in there, and we're going to set it to produce iron using furnace fuel. And then I'll convert all our blacksmiths over to iron, and hopefully that'll help our tools. I think the better the tools, the longer they last, so it'll help in our supply there. Last time we had a tools death spiral, and I had to panic build a whole bunch of blacksmiths here. Some of which we're in the process of upgrading right now. Okay, so that's the mine, the furnace fuel. The other thing I've done is I've added some more crops and orchards down here. And I did some diligence around cleaning up the roads and stuff like that. So I've laid in like 4,000 million miles of roads. It's just probably going to take the builders a long time. Through here I've got crops and orchards, and I've stretched that out, so these are 11 by 11, 6 wide, and then I'm going to put another central market in down here and some more houses. Also, we ran into an issue where we had a bit of a bump here, so I didn't complete the crops and orchards along the bottom here. We'll have to wait for this terrain flattening to finish. That's this button down here, flatten terrain tool. There's two. There's the power flattening one, which does it and destroys all the resources. This one, the flatten terrain tool, captures resources, so depending on how much of a hurry you're in. I've also designated a whole bunch of iron for collection, and I think that's about it for now. So let's have a little summary here. We're 404 for citizens. Would have been higher if I hadn't killed everybody. Clothing's 100%, educated is down to 70, that's why we keep accepting the nomads. Now I'm going to use this episode to evaluate this nomad 10% well. 50%, as we saw, was a total disaster. 10% has proven quite challenging. I don't mind a challenge, but if we find ourselves in another food death spiral or tool death spiral or all of the above, I'm going to think about taking out the well and just putting in a normal town center and just get back to a slightly more spaced out, not spaced out, but a slightly more relaxed nomads schedule. Anyway, so that's something to think about. The other thing for this mine here is we're going to want some lamp oil. The mines go through a couple series of upgrades, so you first build it, it runs for a while, then it runs out of capacity, then you need, I think it's 80 candles to upgrade it to the next level, and then 80 lamp oil is the final one. And the final version of it does never run out, so it's infinite, which is always good. In the base game, when the mines run out, they just kind of sit there and they're an eyesore. But in order to get lamp oil, we're either going to need to get whale blubber going, which isn't a bad idea because it's food and stuff. For that, we need hull components. We have 18, and I think it takes 10 per whaling ship. So I'm going to think about putting some of those in. The other thing too is this. Yeah, this fishing hut is not doing great for us. So I think what I'm going to do, food, knock on wood, is pretty good right now, so I'm going to shut this guy down. And I'm going to take out a storage and the dock, and I'm going to put in a different trading port in there. And maybe we can attract more of the general traders and get some lamp oil and stuff like that. I also have to remember on our industrial supplier here to ask some of the traders for iron, just as a backup until our mine gets fixed or installed. And maybe ask one or two of the traders for hull components as well too. So up here would be a great place to put a whaling station. But I think what we have right now is a lot of stuff to build. So I think what we're gonna do is let's just let her rip here. And we have somebody with a question mark wandering off through the trees. You're a farmer. And I have added too many farmers. Okay, fair enough. Okay, we have so many blacksmiths here because I panic built to get out of the tool spiral, so I'm going to upgrade them all and probably run with 4 of them in operation, and then keep some in reserve in case we have another panic. We have our spring nomads. Okay, oops, click on the right thing, 49 of them, that's going to be a problem. Let's see. Oops, we don't need more farmers. Okay, let's go 40 builders, 46 laborers. Now we have a whole bunch of houses that I have laid down last time. And a few more that I added this time. And I think we'll add a few more here. Okay, let's see which trader we've got. Food. You know, I think we're okay. 14,000 late spring. Let's just decline for that moment. Okay, and you are out of wool. Yeah, I guess we only have 1 wool pen. I don't... Oh, we have 4 domesticated animals. We can add another wool pen. If we can find a spot to put it in. Well, why don't we flatten this out a little? We'll probably move this whole wool operation somewhere else to... Yeah, at some point in time we'll move the wool operation and scale it up a bit, but that'll do for now. Let's bump up the builders a little. Okay, let's see how our... yeah. Okay, so I think right now we're still on iron ore, so it's got to be rough tools. And we're about halfway to our target, so I'll leave that one operating. These 2 are about to be built, so when they're built I'll upgrade these ones. Have a quick look at how we're doing on charcoal. Yeah, we're going to be burning some to make the furnace fuel, but okay, because we're adding all the farms and orchards over in this area. And the mine could take up to 30 people, so well, most of our house growth will be over here for now. Okay, there's another smithy. We'll just put that guy on pause. And I think for the wool we have textile warehouse there. Oh, I did set this guy for hull components. Brilliant. I'm just brilliant. Okay, as soon as we get a bit of breathing room on the build schedule, let's see how much we can afford here. We'll build some whaling stations here. Okay, 38 of them. We should have bought 10 automatically as well too. And the locks and stone aren't great right now. We might have to think about an additional industry supplier here. Okay, harvest is coming in. We're back over 15,000 with lots left to harvest. Let's lay our priority in on these houses here. Let's get some stuff going. Bump this up to 50. This is scary trying to build this many houses at the same time. But we are trying for maximum growth, so let's see how it goes. Or actually, I hope it goes better than it has previously. Okay, let's throw some extensions on here. Food trader, we're over 22,000. I think we'll pass for now. Domesticated animal. No, there's a facility to recruit domesticated animals, if you will, and we need oats. I think is one of the things that it needs. Yeah, we don't have oats, so let's keep our eye out for oats or corn. Ask and you shall receive. There it is. Okay, we'll make a couple of the new fields oats once this gets built here. I must have done something stupid here. What are you, rice? Oh, I don't need rice anymore. Go. Okay, that's bean. Yeah, we might as well convert this while we're here. Bean, squash, squash, bean, tomato, tomato. Yeah, make these guys tomato. We'll have more than enough rice from the other sources. So, okay, I'm just gonna quickly bang in the roads here too. Although because I built some of these incorrectly. It is a bit of an eyesore, but I don't want to fix it right now. like I missed a barn here, so let's just throw that in quickly. Okay, we might as well harvest these two. Don't remember if I did the internal road for this guy, but there you go. Okay, we've got lots of activity over here. I think because the orchards take a while, we'll go cherry and peach here. I think we have 2 lemons down here. Okay, lots of people growing up here. How are we for... Yikes. Okay. We're gonna have to do some upgrading on our schools here. But I think to prep for that, alright, we're gonna throw another school in here. This will help us with the upgrade process, but it'll also help us for capacity in the short term. Alright, industry supplier. We're down to 9 stone. You would have bought 200. You brought iron, we would have bought 100. What do we got left for trade value? 2505. Can we get another 100 iron? And 300 or so. Okay, my math is awesome. Okay, let's learn how to type. Okay, that would be about 12 or so. Alright, we'll buy some additional stone and some additional iron. And with that, we'll convert our blacksmiths that are working over to iron. Okay, we're up to almost 500 on the tools, and our limit's 500. So I feel much better about that than last episode. This guy we can send on his way. Our spring nomads are here. Okay, I gotta say, I'm changing the strategy on the nomads. I'm just not man enough to cope with 10% every spring. Okay, so let's get rid of this too, and we'll build a real city hall. And we better run around and put some more houses in. Maybe a few up here, but the bulk down where our mine's gonna go in. Yeah, the other thing I want to get going to is perfume. You know, we might put a city center over here and get some manufacturing, lumber, furniture and perfume and stuff. Once all this stuff built, so we really need you guys to get going here, guys. That's a lot to prioritize, but there's a lot of workers right now. Early summer down to 5,000. I think we better buy some food. Just in case. My track record on food isn't great here. What do we want? Ah, mango is cool. Mango. And a few radishes. Okay, I think we should add some coats here too. So let's go with 200 dress coats. And 200 wool coats. What is our clothing limit right now? Yeah, let's make that 1,200. Okay, our wool is not... No, let's prioritize all this. And no, let's not do that. Okay, better send you on your way. There's some debate about whether dismissing them makes them come back quicker or not. I have no clue, but I tend to dismiss them if I remember. Okay. More beans. I guess we should buy a few more. A few more seeds. I think we only have 3 for the orchards and not many for the farms. Okay, our mine is starting to be built, so let's have a look and see. Oh, of course I took out the scarlet fever has been. Okay, get our doctors in the house. Go back to 10. Good old Nomans and their disease. So with these water sites, I find that building too much at once tends to kill people, so just kind of poke away at it and add stuff a little bit at a time. Although it is less dangerous once you have as many workers as we have assigned right now or more. Okay, there's our wool. Now we talked about putting in sort of a generic trader here. So we'll plunk that guy down. Oh my, okay, we've got a lot of sick people right now. I think we might... It might be a good idea to build a larger hospital here. Where do we want to build it? About somewhere out of the way like that. Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, we're going to have to make that a priority. We're at max capacity in the hospitals. So I think also maybe building another mini hospital. Yeah, kind of derped on that one. I probably should have probably ramped up our capacity a little bit more. You're pretty much guaranteed of having disease with the nomads, so hopefully this doesn't turn into a mass epidemic. Yet another way to kill all your citizens. Can we get away with a cheeky priority here? Okay, there's our mine up now. We need 80 candles to upgrade it right away. I think we're just going to operate it. We have lots of people. So let's just start this off with 10, I think. And we'll make the limit 500. Let's see how that does for us. We're at max tools right now, so. Okay. Okay, we have 65 laborers and 70 builders. Can we, like, please build this hospital? Thank you. Well, if you're gonna derp big. Well, knock on wood, nobody's died yet, but this is kind of out of control. Once again, we're way out of control. Lovely. Oh, there's people dying. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, there's a trader here. Don't mind all the sick people. Everything will be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Probably. You know, usually when I play this game, I'm much better at it than this. This maximum growth idea, I think, is just a bridge too far. But what the hell? Late winter. Do we want to buy some food? Goat cheese. Let's buy some goat cheese. And a few radishes. Oh dear. So we've got 3 mini hospitals in operation, but they're all full. I shouldn't have said nobody's died yet. Sick people, 15 in a hospital. We just need one of these bigger ones to be built, and we could maybe get out of this mess. Oh, there we're below capacity. Don't really like the way we achieved that. Hopefully that's the end of that. Okay, I think what I'll do though is I'll leave the dock. We have tons of people now, or not quite as many as we used to, but we have enough people to leave the hospital staffed full time. No idea if that makes any effect on the average health. I don't think it does, but it'll save us from clicking next time the nomads show up. Alright, over here we have beans. This could be squash. This can be tomatoes. cherries and peaches. And let's go lemon. That's peach, so this can be cherry. And this can be peach. And we can probably lay these ones in too. What do we got here? That's an orchard. Crops there. And there's a little extra space for this one, so. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, oh well. Actually, we're going to make a couple of these oats, weren't we? Looks like I forgot to put a barn set up in here. Okay, tomatoes, squash, no, oats, let's make it oats. Okay, I am not going to look at the housing status because those things haven't built yet. Everything up there is built. Okay, let's add a little bit to our lake property here. Okay, let's, before I forget, we already have one bringing iron. We'll add one more just for insurance policy, but hopefully our mine can keep us in operation. Stone is at 0. Okay. So we don't have enough to buy all of this, but we could buy maybe 300 of it. And a little bit less. And let's do it this way. How much could... Okay, we can get 2 more. While we're here, let's maybe slam a few more warehouses in. And let's make that construction. I don't think we have a raw material stockpile, so we'll do that. Okay, food is a bit dicey right now. Of course, we got all these new houses sucking it up. Okay, hopefully we can get a food vendor here. Alright, let's max out our purchase. Let's go papaya, pumpkin, yeah, tequila barrel. That's for me. Bacon and egg. I wonder if that needs a pub or a restaurant or some building. Okay, 2760 corn. Okay, 760 Brussels sprouts, because, you know, everybody needs Brussels sprouts. Okay, hopefully that'll keep everybody from dying. Okay, oats and oats, so this guy will be beans. And this guy can be squash. And this guy can be cherry. Now we want a little more diversity in food here. We have flax already. peach. We can get potatoes. How's that? Okay, now why aren't these houses built? Let's make this peach, and probably 2 people. Oh, is this done? If it doesn't prioritize, then it's done. Alright, let's quickly get this in here. Okay, we need another orchard here. Okay, one of our country houses is built over here, so let's bang a few more of those in. Let's actually go double row. And then I think it's about time we thought about okay, let's tag that one on the side. Alright. Squash, beans, oats, cherry, lemon, peach. Okay, we prioritize the houses. We should probably even enlarge that to the barns. Let's do something like that. Okay, let's let that hum for a while. Now we got everything cleared out here. Our trading post. Throw a couple people in here. Fuel looks good, so we'll throw 1,200 firewood. I think we'll leave the coats to the industry and the food vendor for the moment. Okay, and we were going to throw the town hall in. Do you like that one? No, I don't like that one. So that one needs glass. That one looks a bit strange. Well, that one sort of fits with our salt box housing. So why don't we build that guy? The other thing here on the seed vendor, why don't we shut this guy down and convert him to a farming supply vendor. Start thinking about some animal pens, maybe some beef or chickens or something like that. Okay. Let's let some of this stuff build, and I think we'll start thinking about the end of the episode here. Of course, when that town hall builds, we'll be looking at more nomad potential here. But hey, at least we have two larger hospitals and another mini hospital. So we should be ready for that. Next outbreak. Well, let's check our camera here. We got Z, X, C. Okay, Let's make this area B. And while we're waiting, we'll just finish off our roads here. Okay, we need an orchard there. What do we have? Orchard. Okay, industry trader, you brought iron. We're purchasing 100. 106. Okay, I think that's fine for now. How is our mine on production here? Not awesome. Why don't we bump it up to the full 15? Actually, we can go from to 30 as well. Yeah, we only have 109 iron plus 100 we just bought, so let's just go for it. %, capacity remaining. Okay, I can't remember if we checked how many candles we have. Actually, we can't until this builds, but... Okay, the other thing that's been nagging at me here too is we need to convert some of these major roads to stone. So once we really bulk up our stone supplies here, I think to that end, let's make this 300 on the auto purchase. Should have enough if there's enough coats and stuff, but we should really, I keep saying we should think about the perfume production, but we should really think about that. Okay, so squash and bean, so you can be tomato. This is cherry, peach, and that's oats, so beans, how about that? Okay, early spring we're down to not much food, but there's a food vendor. Okay, let's buy 4,000 peas and 800 chickpeas. It'll be a pea festival. Now the reason I don't set that one up to auto purchase, in case anybody's wondering, is there's some food that's brought that actually needs facilities like pubs and stuff to be used, is my understanding. So I just try and buy stuff that I know will be eaten directly. If anybody has any further insight into that, I'd appreciate it. There's a lot to unpack with all these mods. Gilded Merchant, goodbye. Okay, why don't we set auto purchase on this guy? Let's go to logs, stone, and maybe 50 iron. If we get our stocks bulked up, we can back off on that, but right now if you show up with us with logs or stone, I want it. Okay, our barns are starting to come up finally. The houses, there's only 2 left to be built. I'm gonna really scream when I see how many we need, so let's maybe prioritize getting this colonial hall built. And since we're buying iron too, let's throw in probably enough for now. Okay, that's peach, so you can be cherry. Okay, so 2, 4, 6 houses have to be built there, 1 there. Let's see what the grim news here is from that. You can't be hungry, there's 3,000 food. Stop it. Okay, our last hospital is built. Let's balance out the workers and laborers a little bit here. Okay, there's our colonial hall. It says, we're actually overbuilt on homes, which is probably about perfect right now for how many people we have. And okay, food is a bit dicey. And we're out of trade goods, so we can't buy anything extra. Well, okay. So far we had an outbreak of scarlet fever in this episode, but food is critical, but not, we haven't killed anybody due to food yet. And the good, actually I just need to tidy this up a bit here. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll call this episode 8. And I need to spend a little bit of time noodling around our next expansion, because a lot of these orchards haven't kicked in yet, because they'll still be the trees will still be growing and come into maturity. So that'll help when they're in. Stopped 1 short on this farm. Why is that 50? What? Oh, I see. I put the road in the wrong spot. Derp. That's what happens when you build a lot of stuff fast. Okay, so we have tomatoes and squash and potatoes. That'll be our first potatoes. Yeah, okay, so a lot of the orchards haven't come to maturity yet. I think even our first ones here, yeah, no yield. So that's going to help on the food situation somewhat. But we're still going to need a ton more food. So I think off of this city center here, we're going to build some more farms. And I think we're going to have to think about, let's have a look here. So if we come up to here, there's a forest node here. I think we need to extend this road through out to here and start another farming community. Okay, so I think what I'll do off camera is I'll maybe lay some of that in, and also a city center over here, and lay down some perfume production. But anyways, this has been Banished with megamod 9 and derpymoose 99. Thank you very much.